Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Unshaven Mustachios. Welcome to episode number 4 of World of Warcraft, Turtle-WoW of Warcraft. To be specific, I just want to chill today. We have so many episodes of Pokemon pent up that we might as well play something else for a little while. And hey, over the weekend we played a little bit of World of Warcraft Turtle. And we're gonna continue. I have leveled just a tiny bit. If the screen would change, we're now level 28. We're almost level 29. It has been good so far. Hunting has been really nice to use. But gear has been not the best. My concurrent gear is rather good, but you might notice something. I unfortunately finally gave in and we installed some mods because I realized that you cannot really play this server without mods. You can play this server without mods. However, there is the huge issue of custom content and where to find said custom content. And that is a big issue, so I installed not only, as you can see, a interface mod, well, I kind of a little bit of modernized it, and now it looks a little bit more cohesive, it looks a little bit nicer, so that's a cool thing. However, we installed Questy as well, or PF Quest rather, we installed PF Quest, so we can see where the quests are and where they lead to. So, what a surprise. Why surprise? That I gave in for the mods? Well, you know me, it's all about modding for me, right? I usually don't play MMORPGs with mods because many mods I consider cheating. Which is true. Many mods that, for instance, you use in dungeons or in raids are basically cheating, because these dungeons show exactly what's happening, exactly when it will happen, and in many cases these mods tell you what to do. Like, an effect happens and the mod literally tells you go left, go right, stand still, go out, go in. Like, the mod absolutely tells you what to do. And it goes even as far as to it will play your class for you. So it will tell you exactly which button you have to press to play the most ideal combo. And I kind of draw the line there hard because I still want to play the game. I don't consider these mods good. I consider them bad mods because they play the game for you. Now, here's the big issue that I have mentioned many times. Where does the line end? Where does it end? Where is the line drawn? There is no line. In reality, you should disallow all mods or allow all mods. And if I were given the choice, I would choose to disable all the mods because many mods basically are cheating inside of this game, which I vehemently disagree with. I think if you want to play World of Warcraft, you should still play the game and you should not use cheat add-ons. The problem is drawing the line, just like I mentioned before, because there is no line. Either everything goes or everything is allowed, just like comedy. Comedy is in the same blue. Either all jokes are okay or none of them are. And I tend to go to the all jokes are okay approach. However, with this being a video game and a multiplayer competitive video game at that, I tend to go in the direction that you should not use mods. This is a private server, there is no competitive edge here, at least not yet. But when it comes to raid add-ons, we will definitely not use raid add-ons. And this will unfortunately mean that most groups will not take us. Very simple, because this is another part of the problem. You will be excluded from content if you do not have these add-ons installed, which in my opinion basically sucks, and this is the main reason why it is not allowed in Final Fantasy XIV, because there would be people who would definitely not take you along, which is a no-no. This is an absolute no-go. You cannot do that in my opinion. And yeah. But now, for now, we have updated the interface just a tiny bit, just to make it a little bit more modern. And we go from here. Alrighty, can we get to that tin? We do. We can get to the tin. We definitely need to visit a city pretty soon, because I have a lot of stuff to sell. Not only do I have a lot of stuff to sell, I also need to get my new leveling skills. Because I have leveled up to 28 and I haven't been inside of the city so far. This is the last green enemy that we need to kill, and then we bring all of the quests home, and then we should be quite good to get home and get stuff situated. We have a lot of stuff to do in the other cities, and we have a big question to be answered. We are in need of a new area. We have finished wetlands now, and there are 2 areas that I want to go. Technically we have 3. We have 3 areas that we can go to, but I am giving the choice of 2. I'm giving the choice of 2. We have Hillsbrad. We have Hillsbrad, which, as the name suggests, is a lot of hills and valleys and like frost mountains and fortresses inside of a mountain. So we have Hillsbrad as a possible leveling situation. Or we have Theramore. Theramore is on this side right here, and it's a giant swamp, so to speak. So that is the choice that I give the community in the chats. Where should we level next? Should we go into the swampy swamp of Theramore, or should we go into Hillsbrad, into the hills and the valleys and stuff? Where are we going? Alrighty, so we have so much loot in here. Okay, we need to kill Sarluth. Okay. Ooh, this is a nice bow. Ooh, this is a really nice bow. Unfortunately, we bought one. Sad. That would have been a very, very nice bow. Sad. Unfortunately, we bought one. That would have been an amazing bow. Holy crap. Yep, that's a level 26 bow at least. Where is our enemy that we need to take down? Is it up here? It's up there, right? Yeah, it's up there. Okay. So it's up there. Oh, I almost died to fall damage before the stream, but I survived with 2 HP. But gear is good for the hunter currently. We're still lacking a necklace, but necklaces have been extremely expensive inside of the game. The rest is pretty good. We definitely need new pants. Pants are our biggest issue currently. There we go. Yep, pants are definitely our biggest issue currently. Overall, the gear is looking quite nice. Alright, what's my doggo doing? It's not a doggo, it's a foxo. Let's get this guy done. We need to get up there. Alrighty, but the next half hour most likely will be a lot of downtime, because we will be going back into the city and doing a few cities things, so there will be a lot of downtime probably soon. But you know what that means. You know what that means when we have downtime. It's our time! Well, not yet, but soon. Come on, you need that one too. Let's invite you into the group. Let's kill ourselves a named.
Sanu Amanore.
Yeah, downtime. There we go. Let's go. Should be relatively easy. It's just a name. It is not elite or anything like that. Let's get this going. And it's dead. And we still need his talon. So let's get his talon into the inventory. And let's get home. Let's get home, and with this, our quests here should theoretically finish. Yes, our quest here should theoretically finish. We have a few more quests that will have us travel at least to Stormwind. But the Stormwind will be a natural progress, so not too shabby. Here's a big question. Will we skip Stranglethorn Valley? Because Stranglethorn is the central leveling route from 30 to 40. However, it is the central leveling route, which means it will be overfilled from left and right and front and center. So we might go to Theramore, Arathi, and Hillsbred instead. Let's get this talon, and unfortunately we cannot use anything else. This weapon would have been amazing, but my inventory is full, so I need to manage something. I have way too much stuff in here. Way too much stuff. Let's get rid of that rough stone. Oh my god, I need 2 slots. Oh my god, I need 2 slots. And there we get level up, level 29. Awesome. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty much over. And we have almost unlocked level 30, which means we get our first big animal cooldown. Nice. What would the hunter get? Would not really get anything. Oh, would get scatter shots. Pretty cool. But it's only CC. It's not too much. What would survival get? Survival would get nothing. It would have carve immediately. Okay. So Beastmaster will get intimidation. Command your pet to intimidate the target for next successful stunning the target for 3 seconds. Ooh, 3 second stun is pretty nice. So this is ultimate pet tank mode. I see. I see. Let's do this over there, I guess. Let's get this over here. Can we go in here? What's this? This is a silver vein. This would have been nice to get, but we are on our way out, so we can't really do anything. Alrighty, what's this? Collect in Dune Aragath. Okay, so we need to go up to Dune Aragath once more. We got a copper ore over there. I'll take it. How much do I have? I have quite a lot of copper. I like it. Everything is money in this game, and money is what we are lacking. We're on 15 gold, to be fair, but this gold will go down relatively quickly because training in World of Warcraft Classic, very expensive. Training for your class, very expensive in this game. And our money would be eaten away probably in the next level, on level 30. Because level 30 would mean where we all get our big skills upgraded. And that might cost a lot of money. That might cost a lot of money. So we're almost home. We have only one singular quest to get over here. We have the elite quests over there, but I'm not so sure if we are able to do the Dark Iron War. It would be nice to do the Dark Iron War quest because it's an elite quest, which inherently yields a lot of experience. But we cannot really afford to do it. Because there's not many people up there, actually. So we might have to skip these. Inventory-wise, we have almost no trash. We have a little bit of trash, but not that much. This quest has been done. No further quests. We need to go up to Dun Aragath, but first we need to sell, of course. How's the arrow situation? We should buy 2-3 more stacks. That's pretty cool. Let's get to the Fletcher.
Hey there.
Sell all of the gray stuff. We earned almost a gold, which is pretty dope. Alrighty. Now let's head on. Let's see, what else can we sell? Oh, we need to have the raptor eggs. Let's just get the quests in before we sell anything, so we don't sell anything wrong. So let's go to Dun Aragath. And yeah, do we go Thuramore or do we go Hillspread? I have never leveled in Thuramore. We have PF questing, so that helps immensely with questing, of course. It basically tells us what to do, which again would be considered cheating. In Final Fantasy XIV, that is not the case. There are no add-ons, but the quest design in Final Fantasy XIV is far superior to this. So yeah, Final Fantasy does not need it. So you could say this game doesn't need it either, just redesign the quests, and this is what they should have done. But they did not. Okay, so we have done this quest now as well. Alrighty, so where does this lead? Does this lead into Ironforge? No, it does not lead into... Where does this lead? Where does this... Oh, it's closed. It leads nowhere. Okay, sure. Alright. Let's see. We need to go to Stormwind for a few things, so let's head into Stormwind for a few things. Yep, that's what we need to do. And since we have a flight ahead of us, we have some downtime. And you know what that means. It's Melvor time! So let's switch on over to Melvor. Where is my Melvor? There it is. So basically Melvor, I messed up last few days and I didn't do any mining or any activity over the night. So I kind of messed up over the night, so we have to do some mining. Currently we have increased woodcutting to 99, which gets us our skill cape, and we have increased sailing to 99 as well, which got us another cape, which is really nice. Our planting is almost at 120 and almost completed, as we can see. So after the stream, this is most definitely completed. It is definitely completed when the magic trees are done. And then we get our ultimate farming cape. Let's look at it. Superior skill cape. 40% base primary source quantity gain in farmed, and 20% chance to double items in farming. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But our biggest thing that we should focus on is fire making. The problem with fire making is I cannot get any spruce logs or any hornbeam or any groove to actively level this thing, because these don't really give the best amount of experience. And if I were to do this, it would take me 5 days to reach 120. 5 days of pure burning logs here. If we go to redwood, we cannot really do redwood because we don't have much of it. So I would very much like to get this in. If we look here, we need a corundum axe, so we are forced to make a corundum axe. We're forced to make a corundum axe. So how do we get a corundum axe? Skill upgrades. We need Corundomanite Boss. Where do I get Corundomanite Boss? Probably from here, from mining, and probably from a level 100 mining. So mining needs to be skilled and leveled for the next few days, most likely. If we look into timing here to 99, this would take 18.5 hours. So I might focus on this one because it yields the best results. I might focus on level 80 over here if level 80 pops up, because this will be pure crystals, which is only used for money, really. And we have not yet reached Stormwind, so let's do more Melvoring. So I think we're gonna focus on this one right here, and we're gonna focus on getting mining to 99, or rather to 100, so I can upgrade all of the other skills. Smithing is almost there. Smithing is on a 95, which is really, really nice. And we also have our mastery pool done, so this is really, really nice. Before I go into smithing, however, I want to focus on construction. Let's look into the mining upgrade. This is nice, but we really don't need it. We got the mining interval, which is nice enough. We really don't need it. And I think we're almost there. We're almost there, so let's head on back to World of Warcraft. We're almost there. And we have to do a few things. First of all, we have 2 quests we need to focus on. So let's get the 2 quests done. So we have to do Cleansing the Eye, Dreaming the Night. These are the 2 ones. We don't really need to do these. Yeah, we don't really need to do these. Oh, there's even translation for the quests. Interesting. Is there? There actually translation for the quests? There is. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Let's get going. So, our 2 quests are here, here, and here. Okay, and we have 1 here. Oh, okay, so we have 3 quests. We still have... which one? Oh, we still have infiltrating the castle. I see. So we have 4 quests we need to do here. Alright, pretty cool. Alright. Now, dungeon-wise, it is possible for us to look into the Scarlet Monastery soon. So, Scarlet Monastery would be a very cool dungeon to get into, however, really far away, and we only have 1.5 hours in stream time. I'm not so sure if we should do a Scarlet Monastery. We have only an hour, really, to stream, so since we really have only an hour to stream, let's just kill some time and let's just level up. Delve into the stockades. Okay, so delve into the stockades itself. It says actually the stockades quest? It's actually a stockades quest. Interesting. It's actually a stockades quest. Aha. Very interessante. Is there a follow-up on this? Is there a follow-up on this quest? Okay, this gets more experience. This gets more experience. Is there a item associated to this? There is. Ooh, there is. It's a necklace even. Ooh, it's a necklace. It's a very nice necklace. Let's look for a stockades run. Let's look for a stockades run. Actually, very nice necklace that is associated to this. Alright, let's do a stockades run. Pretty cool. Let's get a stockades run going. Stockades, fortunately, is really, really close to here, so it's basically here. It's basically here. So, yeah, there is a mod I have been looking into. Getting a bigger mouse cursor, because this mouse cursor is really, really small. There seems to be some issues with the DirectX compiler, so I have to compile the mod myself, as it seems. Sure. Let's bring 2 fresh apples, so we can make a booby woman. We can make a booby woman and get someone out of hiding, I guess, because sex sells apparently. Alright, so let's visit the trainer next. There's also Gnomerigan. And I kind of want to do a full Gnomerigan run, but a full Gnomerigan run easily takes 2 to 3 hours. It's basically a mini raid at this point. So I don't know if I want to do that. Or even if I have the time to do it. Oh lordy, we get new aim shots. Cool. We get a new aim shot. So we get a new aspect of the that's super expensive. We get a new mend pet. We get a new aim shot, a new arcane shot. And the frost trap, what's this? Place a frost trap, blah blah blah. First enemy, all enemies in 10 years will be slow by 60%. No, we don't really need that. This costs us already 3 gold, so... Let's get a new aspect of the Hawken. Very nice. Let's get a new mend pet. Very nice. Get a new aim shot. Very nice. Let's get a new arcane shot. We are probably never gonna use arcane shot ever again because aim shot just simply scales nicer. Just simply scales really nice. But yeah. Let's get on in here. We have some wool bandages to be bandaging around. We still have some eggs to sell. We have the spider silk that I want to try selling. Spider silk historically, technically, is really nice for money. Because no one really wants to hit spiders until they die. So... Okay, missing diplomat. Oh my god, there's so many quests. There's so many quests, and it's Melvor time. Let's Melvor while we do these things. Okay, so if we Melvor, I think we're gonna leave this running for now. Is there a... There is a summon we can use. It would be the mole. Plus chance to gain 1 additional resource in mining. That's not... We really don't need that, to be honest. Is there a good synergy, however, we could abuse? Mole? 1 random gem from woodcutting? No. 2 rune essence gain? That's pretty nice, but we don't need it. Perfect swing potion, all 25 hit points. That's pretty nice. Doesn't matter really. This is pretty strong. 15% chance to receive a bar version of an ore when mining. That's pretty good. But we don't really need adamantite currently. We have more than enough. But we don't really have to do anything, I guess. Okay, we are 115. We require training. We are perfectly at 115. Very nice. Alright, let's keep running. Run, banana phone. Run, banana phone. Let's get the last quest. Let's get them 2 apples. Let's get the 2 apples out of the apple yard. What's the name? It's not a vineyard. What's with the apple? It's an orchard, I believe. I believe the apple version is an orchard. Am I an idiot? Is it an orchard? Probably. I don't know. Alrighty. Good. Let's see this quest. Gakin the Darkbinder. I have never seen this quest. So... let's get into this quest. I have never done this quest. The Slaughtered Lamb. Okay. Interesting. So this is the Dark Brotherhood of Skyrim, or what is this? Oh, it's for the... I see, it's for the Warlock trainers. Go find Scar Shrine in Ashenvale and gather the heart... Whoa. Go to Fire Scar Shrine in Ashenvale. It's an Ashenvale quest? That should be mega red. No, it's Ashenvale. It's level 20 plus. Right, Ashenvale was a possible leveling area. I totally missed that one. I believe I leveled Ashenvale once half. We don't really need these quests anymore. So let's abandon this quest. We're not continuing this one further. The frame rate is awful. Can you see the stuttering? Can you see the stuttering? The frame rate is awful. Alright. Oh my god. It's good that we need to return to the gnome over there, because we need to go into the Dwarven district. We have so much downtime to kill. Yeah, we have so much downtime to kill because I have so many ores and I need to smelt them all down. Oh, nice! Nice going, minimap. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. Nice going, minimap. Can I show it somehow? There we go. Look at the minimap. Nice going, minimap. Oh god, it's stockades. Let's do this. I need to go back. I need to clear inventory. If we actually run the stockades. Oh my god, we do. We actually do run the stockades. Oh my god, we actually do run the stockades. Let's do some stockade stuff, I guess. Let's clear some inventory space because I don't have that much left. Let's see, let's clear this out. Let's clear this out. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. Why do I have so much stuff? Let's get this sold. Let's sell this. Alright, this looks to be semi-sorted. This can sell. Yeah, this can sell. This is my old bow. My old bow can sell, sure. The heavy stone, I have no idea if the heavy stone is worth anything. Let's get this over here. Okay. Alright, let's do some stockades, I guess. Righty, ho. Silver bar, successful. This successful. Ivory cloak, successful. Alright. Everyone there? I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Everybody there? Everybody's probably inside already. Let's get ourselves a mob. Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. Oh my god, ouch. Can you stop doing that? Ow my god, can you stop doing that? We have a mage. Oh, that means we get some free water. We get some free water. Come on, give me some water. I need water. Mage, come on. Get water. Give me water. Come on, mage. Give me water. Oh, they're fighting. Let's help. Oh my god, the 300 crit. The new bow is amazing. Hey, we got 20 water. 40 would have been nice, but I'll take 20. I'll take 20. The new bow is amazing. 200 damage. Oh my god, the upgrade. So Dudu and me are doing this, I guess. That's a little too close. Can I shoot all of these? I can. Alrighty. Let's shoot this guy. Fenya is definitely... Oh yeah, did we mention that Historix is no longer with us? Yeah, Historix no longer exists. Basically, I found a blue fox and I wanted a blue fox, but I didn't have any slots left, so I have got the blue fox. So yeah. Where can we get this? Delve in the stockades, find information on whoever that is. Okay. And 3 seconds too fast to die. Alrighty, we have a bear, so let's get the bear. No, it's too close. The minimum range of this guy. Bam. I'm finally feeling I'm doing a little bit of damage. I finally feel like I do a little bit of damage. While being over leveled, of course. I fully admit that being over leveled definitely adds to the damage values. Alrighty, let's get rid of that prisoner. Are we all over leveled as heck? Are we all over leveled as heck? Yeah, level 40. We are over leveled as absolute heck. What the hell? We're definitely all over leveled as absolute heck. I believe I'm the second lowest. Yup, I'm the second lowest. Interesting. So, you know, no wonder these guys are dying left and right, because we are over leveled as absolute heck. Alright. Could be an easy run, I guess. This is not really a shareable quest, but everyone has it. Everyone has it. It's interesting. Interesting, everyone has this quest. But it yields us a nice necklace, so that is why we're doing it. Three seconds is enough. Let's slow this guy down. This is basically my job. My job is to slow them. Alright, let's get these guys. Let's slow this one. There we go. Wonderful. Over-leveled party. Who would have guessed that this is really good? Do we have some dragon buffs as well? Yeah, with the healer has a dragon buff, but he's level 22, is like whatever. We are so massively over. Oh my god, we're so massively over leveled. We're the most overqualified group ever here. Hey, that is our information box. Does this box respawn? It does. It does. See, okay, click faster. Who can click faster? I can. I did. I clicked faster. There we go. Alrighty, so let's keep going. What is your weapon? Yo, that's a nice polearm. That's a nice spear. Yeah. There should be absolutely no problem with this dungeon. There should be absolutely no problem with this dungeon. Stop fighting me. I need to be ranged. I want to be ninja. There we go. Nobody has even any, needs to have any loot whatsoever. We are only here for the necklace quest, all of us. So interesting, we're all here for the necklace quest. Let's feed our doggo one more time. Almost level up. Yes, I have growl auf. Auf? Off. Out and off. Aus. I wanted to say aus because the German sometimes comes out, yeah? And we want to have the Ausnahme, yeah? Let's get rid of this guy. But man, the new level up certainly did buff our damage. Getting new weapon and a few skills updated. Definitely really nice. But yeah, we basically are mega super duper 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 over leveled for this dungeon and over geared as well. My gear is currently very decent. My biggest weakness is my my pants and my shoulders do not have any agility. But getting monkey shoulders is very difficult. It's very expensive. So the little bit of spirit on that Hillspread thing is totally fine for me. Can I get 3 seconds off? I can. I was a little bit surprised, but sure. Man, that paladin really like smashes in. I want to be ninja. Oh, my pet leveled. It's now level 26, 28, and it's my best friend. Fox is now my best friend. Let's greet this one. Let's greet this one. How's inventory looking? Inventory's looking semi-okay. The mage should probably need on that ring. The ring is really good for the healer. Did I say mage? The healer. And yes, the healer got it. Very good. Very good healer ring. There we go. There's still an annoyance with Hunter. If you right click on an enemy, that means auto attacking. If you press T on the keyboard, that means auto attacking as well. Here's the problem, that means melee attack, and you cannot switch it with Hunters to ranged attack. So basically every single time the enemy gets right clicked by me or gets into half melee range, so it's not quite range, it's not quite melee, it's basically me trying to auto attack the enemy. That is why I have auto shot here inside of my console. That kind of sucks. I kind of wish this would change, because in Final Fantasy that is very much a thing. And it was a thing from the ground up, so it's a little bit of a missed opportunity to fix this on a private server. But you know, it's fine, really. Alright, this one's down. Who needs a cloth strength stamina? Who needs such a stupid chest piece? There are no strength cloth enemies. Oh well. Players, so no idea. Risk it for the biscuit, and he's a chocolate chip. Sure. Sure, I guess. We could technically AoE all of it down, even though I don't have an AoE, really. Get rid of that inmate. Have him be slowed. And slow it is. Next ones. Again, really, really slow. I'm pretty out of mana. We got water. However, I kind of wanna save that water, to be quite fair. And I has mana bless. Can I has mana bless because I need mana? Can I has mana bless? Shoot this. Get back in. Nice taunt, I saw it, well done. I has mana blessing, very nice. I'm not downloading any damage meters, that is very, very obvious because that goes against my my beliefs. Permanently enchanted ring or an amulet. Spell penetration 6. Woo, it's pretty cool. Yeah, a damage meter very much goes against my personal limits of software that should be allowed, because it can and will be used to, well, discourage other players. Let's call it like that. I use them for self-improvement, but showing them on screen is a different problem. Because in Final Fantasy there is something called ACT, Advanced Combat Tracker. And this Advanced Combat Tracker is a third-party software, unfortunately, that will track any and all amounts of damage and spells and all of it that has been dealt in a fight. Now, this is not in-game visible. You can make it in-game visible, but by default it is not. There is no overlay available. Okay, so that means I can look at my own damage without discouraging anyone other. But if there is, let's say Hanazaki TV and Hanazaki Live Play would have been a bigger channel. Let's say we are a bigger channel. There would definitely be some comments in the chat room that would discourage lower performing players, and I do not want that. So a damage meter is definitely against my allowed things that we are going to show on stream. It would be nice to know my own damage, because only then you can improve. Ooh, nice crit! Almost 400. Because only if you know your true damage, you know how you truly perform. But if we are on stream, I cannot show it, because I don't want people to discourage others because they are quote-unquote underperforming, whatever that means. I have done it in the past, and it is a really shitty thing to do, and is a really, really bad attitude to have. So everybody should just play the game. At the end of the day, it's just a game, it doesn't really matter. There we go. Let's kill this guy. Let's attack. Let's slow him down. There we go. It's not really high stakes gameplay currently. Not really high stakes gameplay because, well, let's face it, we are so massively over leveled that this is just not okay. We have ads. Oh no, we have ads. Guys, we have ads. Now I right-clicked, so my weapon was pulled out. There we go. Well done. I can't just simply right-click. It's annoying as heck. Okay, we're pretty much through. Ooh. Hello there. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Righty. We have a regular chest over there. Let's get all of it pulled. Let's walk into the tank. Most people walk away from the tank. That is stupid. Walk into the tank. It's much better. Alrighty, and that should be pretty much clear. Let's roll for the chest. It's a 44. Oh my god! People, what are you rolling? Thank you, there you go. What does Crowley get? What does Crowley get? Please get something good. Please have a good chest. And she got... Eh. Alright. Let's just get out of here. And let's continue our questy quests. I didn't get the information. This was almost bad. I didn't get the information. That was almost bad. There we go. That was almost bad. Alright. Well done. That would have been almost bad. Alrighty. What is this? Alright, we need to get the 2 apples to use our quest inside of the castle. The game hard crashed. The game hard crashed. Well, let's see if we can get back in now, shall we? Nice hard crash though. Nice hard crash. Can we get back in, or is some add-on making problems again? Because that happens before. Because this is another side of add-ons. They are just unstable. But we're good to go. So let's get on in. Let's update the sound settings once again. And there we go. We're running. We also need some rested experience. But we shall do that almost later. Because we're almost out of time already. We have 21:08. So this is a very, very short stream, as is normal. Little schedule update. We will stream until Wednesday this week. And then we will take a short little extended weekend. And we shall return Tuesday and not Monday. Because the Hana has to be on site on Monday. Which means I will travel for around about 3 to 4 hours. Both ways. So one way it's around 1.5 to 2 hours. So that means I will have round about a 12-hour day. And then I have not yet done any house, any food, any other stuff. So... So, yeah. I have a long day ahead of me. So we will return Tuesday when it's Pokemon time again. That's this current idea of my schedule.
Oh, what the fart?
I need to use my soundboard a lot more, because my soundboard is heckin' funny. All right, we have some shoulders. I want to keep those shoulders. I want to put them in the auction house for just a few silvers, so that a early shoulder can be bought by. I still haven't found a low level where I can give my bags to, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We have more copper veins, so let's get them 2 apples from the table. There we go. Let's get them 2 apples from the table. There we have them. Let's get down here. Let's get to that copper. Copper ore. Right. It has been a massive upgrade with the aspect of cheetah. It has been a massive upgrade to have a speed mode where I can zoom around and stuff. So it was really nice. I certainly missed the quick walk. This is the primary reason I played Shaman back in the day. I skilled the wolf, even though it was not recommended to skill the wolf in a raiding environment. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna steal 2 points from somewhere else and I will have insta wolf and I have insta ghost wolf and I can be fast everywhere. That was like super nice to have back then. A instant quick travel menu. That was really nice. We found the lollipop. Ooh la 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 la. Let's get in. Let's get our dearest gnome and, well, make this stupid quest happen where we basically have to stand around for 10 minutes and we can look at Melvor while we do that. We need to go under a tent at the end of the day, but this is what I shall do when I make myself ready to be a responsible human being and return to the work life tomorrow. And while I do that, I will stand under a tent because tents are an amazing invention of the server. They give you rested bonus while being under there. And you, in about 15 minutes, you have a full 150% rested bonus. So you are well prepared for the next leveling session. Really nice. I really like the mechanic of the tents. I think it's a really cool thing to add into a game. I have been approached by 2 guilds so far, but all of them have just invited me instead of talking to me. If you want to have people in your guild, well, don't just invite them. How about you talk to them and ask them if you want them to have, you know, being there. Let's see, tracked quests. Okay, manual selection. No, let's go all quests. Right. Hardcore has fallen 58 to Balnazar in Stratholm. What are you doing in Stratholm with 58? Oh no. What are you doing? Oh no, he got Balnazar. No, what are you doing? Oh no, what are you doing? Oh no, what are you doing? Oh no, another one. Oh no.
What can I do for you?
What are you doing with 58 in Stratholm?
Go with time, friend.
No, what are you doing? Oh no, what are you doing? I want to do a hardcore character. I'm not gonna lie, I want to do a hardcore character, but I want to do a tank. I want to do a hardcore tank on this server because I think this server deserves a little bit more attention and I think it's really well done, and I want to do tank. I want to do tank. Oh no. They got Balnazar. Very funny. Very funny. Alright, let's get to our gnome and let's give him the stuff so we can have 10 minutes of waiting. We're gonna have 10 minutes of waiting. There's our gnome. We need to wait because somebody else is doing this already. Yep, somebody else is doing this already. So can we do something else in the meantime? We can. We can do a little bit of this. We can do some smelty stuff because this will literally take 5 minutes plus. So let's just get the smelting done and return back. Not the most exciting episode, as I've said before. But this happens, right? This is World of Warcraft. Hey, there was Pengi. There was Pendruin. And I over-leveled Pendruin? Interesting. Pendruin was definitely over me, and I over-leveled Pendruin. And very interesting. We have met this one before. Alrighty, so let's get the silver bars down. And then the 45 copper bars. And you know what we have? We have some downtime. And you know what that means? It's Malwar time! And let's do some downtime right here. Okay, let's get some Malwar idle. Let's get some Malwar idle. There we go. Alrighty. Gear wise, let's look at gears. Let's look at ancient relics. I have found a few ancient relics over the past few days. So farming still hasn't found anything. Township hasn't found anything. Woodcutting has gained one additional resource. 25% chance is pretty nice. Let's see. Fishing has 100 GP from raw fish cells. This is strong. Ooh, this is really strong. This is really, really, really strong. Fire making is almost done. Okay, fire making is almost done. Cooking, we have not done cooking in a while. Mining, we have really strong. It's like 50 mining node hit points, really strong. 50% mining experience, mastery is really nice. Let's see, thieving, we have done a few thieving things. Okay. We need to return to thieving pretty soon, because there are a few things I want to hit. We haven't done crafting at all. We have not done any rune crafting in a while. Let's see. We have not done any agility. Did we do any astrology? No. All modifiers in a completed astrology constellation. Wow. Oh, this is nasty. This is really good. Archaeology. That's whatever. Cartography. This makes free refinement. Okay. And music is +1 bard. +1 bard. What does World of Warcraft say? A few more. Few more. So we're mining. So this is mining. So when will we hit? In 20 minutes we will hit 79. So after the stream, most likely we can hit, or when I shut the PC off, we can hit level 80 and we can return to the higher level. Let's smelt tin. Let's go back to Malwar. Get back to Malwar. I can't find Malwar. There is Malwar. Let's get back to Malwar. So I will probably get this. This should be Dragonite. This should be Dragonite now. And we will ride Dragonite most likely until the very last level 99. Alright. So this is probably what we were gonna do. So let's look into here. Tin is almost done. So tin will still be waiting. So let's do this. Bronze bar is coming up as well. So how many bronze bars can we smelt? We can smelt 26, so we're getting 52. We're getting 52 bronze bars. Not that great, but sure, let's just smelt it down. We have a little bit more downtime. So let's look at Malwar once again. You disappeared, I noticed. Welcome back, FOXES. Alrighty, construction wise, I still need to hit another construction level so I can have my toolbox upgraded to the next interval, because this is a very, very strong upgrade to upgrade the workshop or the entire construction add-on, or construction mod rather, it is a mod right here, to the highest level. So, but my biggest concern currently is this Slayer coins. We currently have very, very low Slayer coin count, and I have not really leveled Slayer coin. I have not really leveled combat, to be honest, in the last few weeks or days. So, we need to get back into combat really at Melvor. But we shall do that probably next week, I think. Maybe in 2 weeks I will return to Melvor combat because I feel like I have pretty much prepared everything I need to prepare now for combat. So we can do some Melvor combat really soon. However, my character really done here. We shall return to our gnome very soon. However, I want to get mining to the apprentice level. Or journeyman? I believe journeyman. Where's the mining guild again? This is the mining guild, right? Yep, this is the mining guild. And I want to get the next level unlocked for miners. Go here, expert. It is called expert, and we can smelt iron now, which we have 3 of. Alright, we can smelt iron now. It's very nice. Iron is most likely very expensive. Before we leave, I want to check up the iron prices. We need to clear inventory anyways, because this inventory is an absolute mess. But there is a quest that requires 16 iron bars. This might be very expensive, 16 iron. We still need to decide what the next leveling area will be. We have 2 that we can level in. We can level in the mountains of Hillbrad or in the swamps of Theramore. These are our only 2 options. We could technically do the Dark Woods of Ashenvale and Stranglethorn following, but since this server is so damn full, I kinda wanna skip Stranglethorn if I can. If I can skip Stranglethorn, I will. We need to wait again. God damn it. Are they actually doing the quest again? Are they actually doing the quest again? Let's see. Are they actually doing the quest again? I can't see if they're actually doing the quest again. Can't actually see if they're doing the quest again. So what are you doing? Spybot inside, working on a very blah blah, will be in my thing. Let's go in here. And let's wait it out. Okay, he needs apples and silk. I have them actually. I have them. I don't know. Sure. Okay, so I need to turn in the apple quest. So we both have the quest available to us. Oh, he needs to get the apples. Okay, sure. He needs to get the apples. Because in World of Warcraft, you can start escort quests as a team. However, you need to be ready to accept said. Can you link the mana region? Sure. That would be this one. You need to be able to accept the quest. So let's see. We have this right here. Alrighty. Alright, so we need to wait for the other guy now. I thought it gave 40% mana regen. No, it's 10% of max mana. Pumbaa is getting apples real quick. Then we start. Alrighty. So let's wait on our dear priest, because this is actually a little bit of a tough fight. So Pumbaa is definitely getting there. Alright. So I know, Fenya. There, I'll give you something to eat. So we need to wait until our priest is back. And Seribot, well, blocked a spammer scammer, so thank you very much. Because this is basically a reskinned wolf. Foxes do not exist in vanilla up until the third or fourth expansion. So this should not exist, so to speak. But they added in per hand. But the Fox base version does not exist in the game yet, in the core files. So they basically reskinned a wolf to add foxes inside of the game. Now they are no longer inside of the wolf group. They're no longer inside of the wolf group. Let's see, please don't trigger this. They have changed this in the last patch. But they can learn a different skill which makes them dodge attacks. So I haven't found that skill yet, however. Alrighty. So yeah, the special skill of them are dodging dodging melee attacks, but they're not nice for raiding, really. They're not really nice for raiding. There are better pets for raiding. So let's see. Please don't start this. Thank you. We have a group for escort, if you wanna join. Cool. We have another one. There we go. Invite Hexa kill. There we go. There we go. Let's see. So basically, everybody needs to turn in, but not start the quest. Let's start. Alrighty, let's start this.
You have a great day now.
Alright, accept the quest, and now we wait. Basically, what we're going to do, well, this is a robot. This is a robot and sex cells, and we're basically luring someone else out of here, and then we're killing them. This is basically what's gonna happen. And this is quite the massive attack. So, while it looks like a normal attack, it definitely packs a punch. So this is quite the boom boom quest. So let's have a little dance party, I guess, before we start. And this dance is horrible. I've tried a very interesting mod that enlarges female proportions in the game, and it looked ridiculously stupid, so I disabled it. Not only we're streaming, right, but it enlarged it to a very unsettling degree. So yeah, we definitely disabled that mod. That was not a good mod. No. Hey, I am not hiding the fact that I am a connoisseur and a very, very big enjoyer of the adult variety of video games. I do not make any point in hiding this. I have played a lot of them. And I can safely say, after playing hundreds and hours and thousands of different ones, they all suck really badly. They are super, super, super bad. The VR ones, the virtual reality ones, are just plain bad. They're just plain bad. I've never found a virtual reality adult game that is any good. There are a few regular games that can be considered passable. But they suck. Like, they really, really suck. They really, really suck. Oh. The turning of this quest is back at the cheese shop by the auction house. For some reason shows that it's there. Alright. We're getting ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready, guys. Let's get ready. Let's get ready, guys. We need to kill these guys. Come on, guys. Basically, in the story, in the lore of the game, there seems to be a huge, like, bad deal happening under someone else's eyes, and it's like bad, and well, the enemies are dead. That's pretty much it. Alrighty, we've done it. So let's run over there. Alrighty, we've done the quest, so let's keep on moving. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's get moving. Now, we have already 21:30. So there is no real point in continuing the stream any further. However, I still want to manage my inventory because it's hella trash. And why not do that on stream so you can see how poor I manage my money. We can also look for new gear, really. So that's also possible. So let's get going. Let's first turn in that quest, of course. And yeah, Theramore is here. We can also go to Hillsbrad. What's this? Right. We have to go into the Menethil Tavern. Right, this gets us a necklace. Yep, let's get on in here. Into the cheese shop. There we go. Now let's speak to Matir Shaw. So much running around. Thankfully, we're a hunter. Thankfully, we're a hunter. So much running around. However, I miss my Final Fantasy sprint button. Final Fantasy has a button called Sprint that has been buffed recently as well. Not only is it amazing as it is, but it has been buffed recently. It gives you a outside of combat 50% for 20 seconds speed upgrade and a 10-second speed upgrade 50% if you're in fight. And you have this every minute. It's an incredible skill. I love this thing. And I wish Final Fantasy XIV would do more for its replayability because it does not do enough. It's the much better game, and I would very much like to play Final Fantasy XIV. Let's speak with Boris Alexton. Sure. Sure. Let's walk some more. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. So much traveling. So much traveling. So yeah, streaming schedule. Tomorrow we're gonna do some Pokemon, maybe some World of Warcraft, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes, because tomorrow I have a very long and very busy day. So I don't even know if we're able to stream tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day. to get that done. Oh, there's the Steam Vault. I see, that's a new dungeon. That's a new dungeon they added themselves. Really cool. We get an Oni buff soon. Unfortunately, we're going offline anytime soon. So, in 12 min. Okay. So we're unfortunately not getting any use out of that Oni buff. How's the inventory looking? This is looking quite nice. What do we need to update? Traveling is fun. Depends really if you enjoy traveling. I think traveling can be fun. I think commuting is not fun. I think commuting is bad. Ooh, hello there.
See you around.
Now we travel again, and we're getting a ring that actually does not give us any much benefit, but let's get the ring. Alright, let's travel some more. Yeah, I think commuting is really, really bad. Like, I will commute next Monday really, really badly, like for 90 to 120 minutes one way. And I think commuting really, really, really sucks. It really sucks. But it's for training purposes, so it's fine, I guess. But if I would do that for regular work, I would not do that for regular work. No, 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 no. I would definitely not travel 90 minutes each way for regular work. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh yeah, I have absolutely not checked up on our last World of Warcraft episodes on YouTube. Is there... Oh no, someone is actually doing the... We need to stay away from there. Someone is actually doing the Onyxia quest. So let me check YouTube really quickly if the last episodes where we not played any music have been copyright claimed. Because the first episode where we uploaded, we played some background music because I wanted to try something. And it looks like it is not copyright claimed. So we absolutely cannot use any music whatsoever. So it triggers the ID system. And we basically cannot use the episode, which kind of sucks, honestly. Because the first episode had some really, really, really nice conversations and monologues and ideas and stuff. So we can't really show it. We can. It's just technically the episode is not mine, even though I produced it, because that's how copyright claiming works. Basically, I produced the entire 4-hour episode, but copyright ID says, no, you used music. That episode no longer belongs to you. So basically, if people would look at these 4-hour episodes and would look at advertisements on these videos, I would not see a cent. It's I don't get it. Really, I don't get it. Why? Like the music, if the episode is released, and if you look into the first episode of World of Warcraft, the music is so damn quiet. It is so damn quiet. It is barely audible, and it's still copyright claimed everything. So why can I not turn this one in? Oh god, I went into it. Oh no, I went into it. So where is well, that's the king. And yes, the king is a child, because that's Warcraft for you. Deliver to blah blah blah, King Varian. So where is King? Tar King. Ah, where is the king? Where's King Varian? He should be here, but he is not. Where's King Varian? Can I not turn? Oh, there it is. We have to go to the lady, Katrana. Sure. Let's get that in. And let's get the ring equipped. Alrighty. Now we can finally look at our inventory. Now we can finally look at our inventory and get some stuff sold. Because I need to make money over the night. But I don't think I will make much money though. This is a good item. This is like a really good item. This is a soul bound item, so this can be sold. This is a good offhand. This is a very... it's actually not that okay. This will not get much money. This might get some money, but I rather sell the recipe. This is also really bad, so these are two semi-bad items. So I actually didn't get that much good loot. I actually did not get that much good loot. This might be interesting. The Black Rock Iron Clamps. Let's see if someone will buy a blue recipe. I found a blue item today, which I won. I was slaying some monsters with someone. And I won an item. And that item is blue. And it's double D, double die. So let's sell everything here that we can sell. Alright. Let's see how much money we can make. Probably not a lot. Okay, so let's look into our auctions. It's still in. So I fear that we are not gonna sell this. And we're not gonna sell any of the other things. So let's get in. Alrighty, we have an Outrunner's chest guard. So Outrunner's chest guard. So we have an Outrunner's chest guard of the bear. This is exactly what we have here. And they want to have 50 silvers for it. I don't want to have 50 silvers for it. Let's be generous. And let's go to 35. Let's go to 35. We have sage gloves. Sage gloves of the whale. There it is, of the whale. They want to have 50 silvers for it. I think you're ridiculous. So I want to have 30 for it, because this item is actually not that good. Now we have dervish boots. Now we have dervish boots of nothing. So let's get this in for 30. 30 for a suboptimal sounds pretty okay to me. Let's get 30 for it. We have an aboriginal rod. Aboriginal rod of the whale. They want to have 45 for this. I think that's ridiculous for a so bad item. Let's get 30 for it. Alrighty. Plans Blackrock. Let's go Plans Blackrock. There they are, and they want to have 8 silvers for this recipe. This is not free to put in, so this will be sold. Let's look into Spider's Silk. This technically is quite good on any server. And it is decent. It is actually decent. So we have 5. Let's go 5 per 5. So we go... We actually don't make any profit. And World of Warcraft crashed. Great. World of Warcraft crashed. Great. Let's restart the game. I don't know why this game crashes so much. It only started once I enabled some of the add-ons. So there is definitely a huge instability with the few add-ons I have installed. And I have actually no real idea who crashes this. I think it's the quest add-on. But I don't know why the quest add-on would crash something while doing finances. I have absolutely no idea why it would do that. Alright, what else do we need to sell? We have silk cloth. We have a full stack of silk cloth. So that might be sellable. This is vendorable because we don't need... this is making no profit really. Let's look into bronze bars. Bronze bars I know are pretty safe to do. So let's do bronze bars of 85. Yeah, let's do bronze bars of 85. I know they're pretty safe to do. So let's get another one. Let's get a bronze bar of 85 in. Since this is half, let's get this into 35 and 40. Let's get this into 35 and 40. Silver bars. Let's look into silver bars. It's 6 per. It's 6 per. No, it's almost 7 per. It's 7 per. We have 6 of them. Let's make it a good deal. Let's go to 35 per 6. Now we have some copper bars. Let's look into copper bars. We should save them, honestly. So we can make some tin out of them. Let's look into light leather. Let's look into light leather. I believe light leather was 6 per. It was 6 per stack, I believe. It's not much leather in the house. Let's see. In the auction house, I wanted to say. Not in the house. Even though it's almost the same. So it is back up to 10 per. We see an 8 per. This is a 7 per. So it's a 6 per. It's a 6 per stack. So it is a 6 per stack. It's not much profit. Yeah, it's really not much profit. We have some medium leather to sell. This historically sold really well for 35. So medium leather. Let's go for medium leather. Let's see. We have already 10 to 20. 10 to 20. We have to 28. Okay, we have a very, very low stack to 28. Let's go 35. Let's go 35. Let's go 20 to 35. And we have a semi-half stack here. Let's make this 27. Let's make this 27. Silk. Let's look into silk cloth. This was not profitable. Last time I checked, silk cloth was definitely not profitable. Let's see. We need a buy price. I really hate these one silkers. I really hate this. Let's see. I need to look at the stack of 20, please. It is a 40. It is 40 to 30. This already sells for 30. This makes no profit. If you put it in, it already tells you that the minimum should be 45. So if you do this and you deposit 6, you basically make 4 silvers in profit. This is not profitable. So let's just keep it. Let's look into the iron bars. Iron bars seem to be 10 per. Let's make this a little cheaper than 10 per. Let's go 25 per 3. The moss agate. Moss agate. Let's get into the moss agate. That looks to be quite profitable. It is 18 per. It is 18 per. So let's make this a 15 per. Make this a 15 per. Let's look into it. Jade. Jade is quite profitable. Yep, it's quite profitable. So let's make this into a... What did they do? They did 25 per. Let's make it a 18 per. Let's make it an 18 per. A crystal quartz. A crystal quartz is pretty profitable. They're trading for 40 per. So let's make it a 35 per. Make it a 35. The shadow gem was pretty profitable at a 6. So let's get a 6. We have some heavy leather, not much, but let's look at heavy leather. They're charging 3 per. It's 4 per. Okay, so they're a little over 4 per. Let's make the same. Let's go to 15. Make it just a tiny bit cheaper. And inventory looks pretty good now. Heavy stone is most likely not profitable at all. Actually, not bad. Actually, not bad. What the hell? Do people actually buy this at that price? Okay, do people actually buy this at that price? So it's 5 per. Let's go 5 per. The game is already suggesting 540 per. So let's do 31, I guess. Let's see if it sells. Let's sell these recipes because we don't need them, and let's have a little look at our equipment, what we can upgrade or future upgrade. Alrighty, let's sell the unnecessary stuff. There we go. I'm keeping this mail head because it is actually worse than what I have, so let's sell it. So I'm not keeping it.
Hey there.
We need a pants upgrade really soon. Because this pants upgrade is 11 levels old. This is really bad. The wrist as well, but wrist is not scaling as much. So let's look into weapons first. I found out that the bug is if I don't put in a minimum level range, it does not accept the maximum level range. So if I want to search something, I need to put in a minimum level range as well. So otherwise it would not accept our level range search. So let's see, there is no double monkey available here. Let's look into axes. I have a really good weapon, so I don't need an axe most likely. Let's look into bows. There is a good bow, but it's kinda... Maybe we can get the bid here. That would be a cool upgrade. That would be a really good upgrade. Maybe we can get the bid here. Let's see, it's between 30 minutes and 2 hours. That's cool. We might have it tomorrow. You cannot lose anything by bidding on items. This is really important if you don't know this. But you cannot lose any money on bidding auctions. But you cannot pull back your bid. That is very important. You cannot pull your bid back. However, you can basically never lose any money doing that. So let's see, do we have a monkey here? We don't really have a monkey here, so nothing really important. We can now wear pole arms as well, so let's look into pole arm drops. There is none. So let's look into necklaces. We are getting a necklace, however. We can only buy a necklace if we get really good deal, but we cannot. Okay, so we cannot really get a good deal. So let's look into finger. Let's look into finger. Okay, is there a ring we are interested in? One ring would be nice if we had a ring with agility stamina. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. If we type in monkey, do we get a result? We get a result, but way too expensive. It would be a nice upgrade. It would be a 3-stud upgrade. So that's really nice. But we cannot get any. So, let's begin. Let's start from the hands. Let's look at hands. I think I have looked at 27 hands before. There are monkey hands. Really good ones as well. But we have semi-okay gloves already. So gloves is not really a upgrade path. This is also not really an upgrade path. There is a monkey wrist. Really strong wrist, but 20 golds. That is so outside of our budget that this is not a thing. Here is a really good wrist. It is a 5-stud upgrade, but it's way too expensive. Yeah, it's way too expensive. There is a monkey boot with a 5-stud upgrade, but too expensive. This is decent, but it's only a 4-stud upgrade. So I'm not buying that. Yeah, I'm not buying that. This is strong. It's a 4-stud upgrade. It's not that expensive either. Insignia. No. Let's look into legs, because legs are our biggest problem. Legs are our biggest problem. So there is a monkey leg over here. Ooh, this is probably the one. Yep, this is the one. Let's get that monkey leg for that price, most definitely. So we now have a monkey upgrade. That's really nice. A belt would be nice. That would be a... Why is it a 3-stud? It should be a 2-stud upgrade. It doesn't matter. For that price, we're not doing that. Let's look into chest upgrades. Chest upgrades is not an upgrade. Yep, chest is not an upgrade. Let's look into shoulders, if we can find a monkey shoulder. There is a monkey shoulder for way too much money. You have absolutely no clue what you're selling, dude. Barbaric shoulders. Ooh, really nice. Yep, the barbaric shoulder it is. Let's look into the barbaric shoulders. For 30 silvers, that is a yes. Very good shoulder. Gives us 5 agility for free. 1 stamina, 1 spirit. Really good shoulders. Let's look into a headpiece. Okay, we have an insignia cap over here. Ukibi hat. Nothing. We have a monkey already, but it's out of our budget. Way out of our budget. Let's look into a cloth head. We can find a monkey. We cannot. Can we find anything inside of the cloth area that is a monkey? Yep, it is. We would have had pants, really cheap pants as well. So this would have been a good buy. Let's see. There are good hands, but it's too pricey. There is a belt, 50. It's not a big upgrade, so I'm not buying it. Okay, we got a good upgrade though. We got a pants. We would have saved some money if we looked into the cloth first. But leather is not bad because our pet gets armor from our armor. So that's not bad. Alrighty, let's get this in. Let's get this in. Right. So we have a potential bow on the way. We have a new pants made. Really nice. So let's get this pants installed. Gave us 80 more life. Super, super nice. Let's get this done. Alrighty. I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good, and I think we're calling it for tonight. Yep, I think we're calling it for tonight. Gear has been quite nice. We have a very, very solid gear. Everything is agility, stamina, coming next level, except for the helmet, but helmet still takes a lot of time. We're still lacking necklaces. We still don't have any necklace, which kinda sucks. There are low-level necklaces available, however, nobody seems to be crafting them, which is odd. But if we look into the low-level necklaces, we have a fire resistance necklace. Everything else is just simply bad, but we're getting a necklace if we turn in the quest of Theramore. But we shall do that the next day, because for now, let's get down to the tent. Get some rested experience while I finish up my day. Of course, we're finishing up the episode. I would very much like to see if you like these episodes of World of Warcraft, of me being just laid back and just chill and just talking about whatever. If you don't like them, well, let me know that as well, so I know if I should keep doing these or doing something else. But we have done so many things, so I'm just trying out a few things and have a really, really good time. We have reached the tent, so we are getting our rested experience like crazy. If you look at the bottom, how the rested experience is just piling up. They're great. That is nice to hear. You can't see it because the armor is up, but if I do this, you cannot see it because the armor is covering it as well. So, thank you very much for watching World of Warcraft episode number 4 of Turtle-World of Warcraft, of me just laid back hunter leveling. I have to admit, it is really, really nice. It is really relaxing. There's absolutely zero stress involved in this. I do want to do the hardcore challenge on this server because this looks like a really good server to do this on, and it doesn't cost us a single cent, which is really, really nice. Again, tomorrow we're probably gonna do Pokemon. We're maybe gonna do World of Warcraft. On Wednesday we're definitely gonna do RimWorld, and next week we will start on Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. This has been probably a boring stream, who knows. But we'll see each other next time. Wash your hands, take care, bye bye.